Now from Alaska's sports leader, here's Kevin Webb.
The concept has never caught on in mainstream America. How can you possibly shoot a gun accurately after skiing? Well, Alaskans are hip to it, to the point that Kincaid Park is set to host next week's World Junior Biathlon Trials. Today, the state's best on hand for training at Kincaid's first-class range. Familiarity Alaskans are hoping to take advantage of against the rest of the nation. As many as 16 earn a spot on Team USA that competes in January's World Championships. Now, this sport is as technical as it gets.
It's like trying to thread a needle after running up a gigantic flight of stairs. It takes a lot of concentration and mainly a lot of training.
It's all about trying to lower your heart rate in time to shoot a gun and also have a good turnaround time for it. So it's hard.
Racing begins Sunday at noon with a sprint.
Welcome back to the show, Alaska. The next generation of the ski and shoot set getting ready for a big 3 days as Anchorage prepares to host the World Junior Youth Biathlon Team Trials. It all gets underway at Kincaid Park tomorrow with the sprint competition beginning at noon. Today, teams getting registered, getting familiar with the course and the range. The 19 to 21-year-olds will be competing for spots on the U.S. World Juniors team, while the U19 biathletes will battle for spots with the youth squad. The goal to represent the country at the World Junior Biathlon Championships in Canmore, Alberta, January 28th through February 3rd. The best junior and youth biathletes in the country out at Kincaid Park today. Day one of the World Junior Team Trials, beginning with the sprint competition. The final results have been slow to come in, but we were able to speak with the coach of the junior national team, Vladimir Cervenka, to get impressions on the day.
Usually for the juniors at the trials, they are a little nervous first day, so shooting was not very good today. Of course, the cold weather didn't help.
When Mr. and Mrs. Roberts named their son Win, seems they assumed he'd be great at something. Turns out, it's the biathlon. Trials for the U.S. Junior National Team continuing today at Kincaid Park with a pursuit race. 10K for the guys, the ladies going 7.5K. This race involves 4 shooting stages, 2 of them standing, 2 prone. And Roberts, seen here, knocks down enough to build a substantial lead. The Minnesotan claims victory for the second straight day. In the girls' race, Maine's Grace Buteau also goes back-to-back, nailing each of her first 10 shots, all of them prone. Buteau secures a decisive victory of her own, and if you ask her, it comes down to mental sharpness.
Really, it's just to relax and focus on your own thing and really just focus on taking good shots. So that was the thing that worked for me today.
Standing could have been a little bit better, but it's cold out. The skiing was pretty tough, so you have to be happy with what you get.
Racing concludes tomorrow with a relay. It is Last Chance Cafe for those looking to make the U.S. Junior Biathlon team. The third and final day of trials at frigid Kincaid Park, featuring what is termed an individual relay. Their words, not mine. What you really have here are 3 loops and 2 shooting stages. Anchorage's Sarah Cressup is too young to qualify for junior nationals, but the 16-year-old might be a contender in the future. Cressup nails all 10 of her shots to finish in 5th. Maine's Grace Buteau, the winner for the 3rd straight day. Win Roberts sweeps all 3 boys' races again, but at the end of the day, Alaskans are shut out of the national team selections. Anchorage's Wayne McClure celebrating a 5th-place result and a fine week of competition on home soil.
It's just great that they all come up here, and it's fun to be able to race against different people, even though there's only about 40 biathletes in the country.
There was a pretty good advantage to living here and having skied on the trails, for quite a little bit of my life, It's just really great having the event up here.
And McClure did have a very tough age bracket. Only a pair of 19 and 20-year-old males made the team.